What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, lavoncason. I'm back at it again with another video. And oh boy, I got some bad news for the Nintendo Switch 2 for y'all today. And it's a big one, so as you guys will be seeing here right now, and 007 First Light got delayed on Nintendo Switch 2 into later this summer. There were a lot of people out there that were saying the Nintendo Switch 2 version of the game got delayed indefinitely. No. That is not the case at all. It got delayed later this summer, not indefinitely. And the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series and PC versions of the game are still coming out on May 27, 2026. My guess to why the Nintendo Switch 2 version got delayed into later this summer instead of releasing on May 27, 2026, my speculation is that the developers are trying their hardest to get the game to run on Switch 2's handheld mode. That's my guess. That's my speculation. Is to get it well optimized for Switch 2's handheld mode. That's my guess. That's my speculation. So it's funny to me how the Xbox Series S, despite the console getting criticized by the online Twitter gaming community, despite the console getting criticized by developers for having less GPU power and less RAM, despite of all of that, the Xbox Series S is still getting this game day and date as its more powerful premium console counterparts, such as the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 and also the PC as well. And it seems like to me, IO Interactive is having a much easier time getting the game to run on the Xbox Series S instead of the Nintendo Switch 2 at this point. Again, this is just me guessing. This is just me speculating. That's what it seems like to me based on this tweet. And I bet even before the Nintendo Switch 2 version comes out later this summer, I bet they'll find a way to get the game running well enough on the Steam Deck to get that Steam Deck verified stuff. So, this does definitely suck because this was one of those big games that was announced on the Nintendo Switch 2 April 2nd Direct. It was being showcased as one of the games that is coming day and date as their PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series counterparts. Now that is not the case anymore. It's coming out later. And this seems like a Nintendo Switch 1 situation to where the PlayStation and Xbox versions would come out, but as far as the Nintendo version goes, you have to wait a bit for that version. And by the time that it would come out, nobody will be interested in the game anymore because everybody had played it. And maybe this might be the same situation to where by the time that the Nintendo Switch 2 version of 007 First Light comes out later this summer, nobody will be interested in the game anymore because of the fact that everybody has played it on other platforms. But we are going to have to wait and see on that whether or not people are still interested in 007 First Light and want to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2. We are going to have to wait and see on that. But yeah, it does suck that 007 First Light got delayed on Nintendo Switch 2. It does suck. But how do you guys feel about it getting delayed into later this summer? How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about IO Interactive? It seems like getting the game to run on Series S. They're having an easier time getting that game to run on the Series S, but having a much more of a hard time getting the game on Switch 2. How you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comment section below this YouTube video. This is lavoncason signing out, and peace, and thanks for watching. Bye.